In this video, I share my personal journey of escaping a 25 years relationship with a narcissist and rebuilding my life from the ground up. I create another video about the trauma and manipulation and the challenges I faced. Now, more importantly, I share the strategies and insights that help me heal and thrive. I'm not a licensed therapist or mental health professional. This video is based on my personal experience. Start focus on small, concrete acts of self-care and self-definition. What do you enjoy? What makes you feel good? Regardless of whether anyone else approves. What are your values? Independent of what your ex-husband valued. Begin to reconnect with those things, even if it feels awkward or unfamiliar at first. It's like learning a new language. Takes practice. Stumble with each step. You will gain fluency in your own life. I'm so happy that I experienced this all, and it's all made me stronger, wiser, and better. Who am I now? It started about 5 years ago. Don't be angry, but I'm blessing COVID. Made me awaken, and I realized that I'm in a toxic relationship. If you're interested in my next video, I'm going to tell you how to realize at all that you are in a toxic relationship and what tool a narcissistic partner can use against you. So, about 5 years ago, I walked away from my marriage and looked into the mirror. And I seen an old, fat woman covered with sluggy skin and wrinkles all around the head. And I was not happy with my shape either. And I just touched my body and it was soft. So I thought, no way. Is this me? No. So I gave myself 1 week to look a tiny bit better. And I was just listening my intuition. I didn't do anything consciously. I didn't even research or Googled what to do. I was not on YouTube. So first of all, I cut the food. I had lots of water, so I made my body well hydrated. That helped on my skin and cleaned my body and etc. And I started to do sport. So because it was during COVID, I did yoga. I'm still a new starter. I did yoga when I was in my teen and 20s until my 30. Then I stopped. So I started that time again, but only at home, a tiny bit for a week. After a week, I looked into the mirror and I liked a bit better what I seen. So I wasn't fat anymore and my skin a tiny bit stretched. So my body was more firm. Obvious 1 week is not a big deal. So I went on what to do with my face. It's covered with wrinkles. I look old. So I did 2 things. I find the right cream. I'm not paid to advertise, so I tell you only if you ask what cream was it. I kept drinking lots of water to stay hydrated. And I did face yoga. So I just did it from an application. I'm also not here to advertise that application, but there are many face yoga. So I just did some very basic. I can show you if you really want. So, like this one. For my chin and the lip line, for my nose. Yeah. for my temples and for my neck. Maybe for this one. Yeah. So I just very basic for a while, and it helped. Then the next step was make myself happy, because obvious after that toxic relationship, I was not exactly very happy. I didn't even know where to start. So make myself happy. I was always gifted with art, so I started to draw and paint again. And I have a friend, I sent him my art. It wasn't really art, but he said they are amazing, and he inspired me, and with my art I inspired him. So I'm really grateful for him, because he's a real artist, and now he also started doing art. So yes. The other thing, I try to socialize, not to be at home alone and feel lonely. So I know during COVID it's not easy, but a tiny bit was easier to go out. So I find one friend, and we walked and talked and had tea. So it was lovely and sunshine. But during COVID, actually, I stuck abroad, and I was keen to come back home. So when it was possible, I grabbed my children and came back. So because I just came back from abroad after COVID, where I stopped for 2 years, or long time, maybe not 2, maybe 1 year, but quite a long time. I needed to rebuild my life, and first I didn't get a job, so that was really stressful. So if people experience some life crisis, they go to the church. I did the same, went to the church, and I was very lucky because our local church is an amazing place, and the vicar is a golden man. He gave such a good explanation. I absolutely loved it, but I grew it out slowly. Sorry for that. So I went on Spotify, then YouTube, and started to listen podcast, because as you hear on my accent, English is not my first language, and I wanted to improve my knowledge, my language knowledge. So a tiny bit addition to this, I'm in this country for really long time, I could say 17 years. But when I was married, I just went to work and came home, work and home, so no social life. I was isolated, no friends and no family either, only my micro family. And obvious at the workplace, I just used my professional language. So when I went out to socialize, I didn't understand everything, and I didn't know how to express myself. They surprised, wow, you talking so weird language. So I don't know. So I needed to learn the everyday language, if I can call it like that. So after a while, I started dating. And if you're interested, I can make another video about that. But what I wanted to tell, I kept attracting people who brought the same pattern, not as strongly as my ex-husband, but still quite manipulative behavior. And I wanted to change on it. So to change on that one who you attract, actually you need to change on yourself. And because I went on Spotify and YouTube and started to listening podcast, I find a few about how to change yourself. they call How to Heal Yourself. First I surprised, heal myself, I'm healthy, look at me, I do sport, I even have you can see, I even have an aerial hoop in my room, so I'm not ill. So healing means healing mentally, healing from the trauma, what you collected and stored in yourself during your life. And this is not only one relationship, then lots and lots other from your childhood and what you heard them from your society and parents and colleagues. And yeah, it was quite a lot of work, but it's never ending. So new impulse always coming. So always have something to do.
See, I've done my homework. Now, let's stop this video, yeah?
Before we stop, I would like to summarize one more time what was the first few steps I did after I escaped from my toxic relationship. First of all, it's very important to reclaim your identity, questioning what the narcissist programmed into you, and rediscover who you are, what you like, what is your interest. It's like rebuilding your whole world and regain your self-worth. Healing the body and the mind. The trauma what this relationship caused impact the nervous system. So prioritizing the self-care, it's really important. I did it through physical exercise, healthy eating, mindfulness, creative expression, and going back to my passion. This helped me create a calm and safe environment. Also very important that your journey you don't need to do alone. You can seek for support, connecting to family, therapists, your tribe. Social connection is vital for healing and rebuilding a sense of belonging, and art is a beautiful way to process emotions. Express yourself authentically and tap into your creativity. It's a way to bypass the analytical mind and connect with your inner world. Actively building a new life, one that is centered around your own well-being and passions. You are shifting from a dynamic of self-sacrifice and accommodation to one of self-nurturing and self-expression. That's a huge shift, and you should be incredibly proud of yourself of taking these steps. If any of these resonate with you, then share your stories in the comment area and subscribe for more content.